What's up, brick builders? Today's build is the St. Bernard dog. This is set number 40249-1. Year it came out was 2017, age group 6+, and it comes with a piece count of 45. Boom! Hello folks, Sean from BRIT'N Bricks. Welcome to another build video, and this is another one of those monthly mini model builds. This would have been for November 2017. It's a pretty well-known dog for having a barrel around its neck, and it was full of whiskey, I think. It was to warm up people who were stranded in the cold, because the St. Bernard dog would go out and rescue or find people who are stranded and stuff, and they would have the whiskey in there to warm them up. Pretty cool little legend, that. This, like I say, it's a monthly mini model build. It's a nice cute little build with some printed eyes, some pretty cool curved bricks and clips that are involved in it. A lot of clips with bars and stuff like that. Super cool. Let's dive in and build it, shall we? There's our parts and pieces. Kind of looks like a Lego Friends build. And of course, St. Bernard dog was like brown and white, very shaggy kind of dog, quite big as well. And we got some instructions. The instructions are actually on rebrickable.com. So if you go to rebrickable, put St. Bernard dog or the set number in there, which is 40249. Then hit instructions and you'll come up with this PDF, which is really, really cool. So we're going to start off with a 4x6 lime green plate, and we're going to have, this is the back, this is going to be the front. So on the back we want a brick special with these 3 bars on there, and that is going to be for attaching the tail. So we're going to pop that right on the very end of the plate like so. Okay. Now we're going to build the body up, and we're going to use these 1x3 arches. So we've got 3 studs there, tiny little arch in the middle, and that's going to be kind of its body. We're going to put 2 there, like that. And then we want the front paws. So the front paws are dark bluish grey 1x1 mini mountains, and you just go pop those in front or next to those 1x3 arches, like that. See that? That's his front paws there. So we're going to do the back paws next, and that is the 1x2 curved brick with the plate on the top. And underneath that plate, we're going to build that up, and we're going to put a 1x1 reddish brown plate. We're going to do 2 of these, by the way, and a 1x1 tan plate. Kind of brings that nice and level there. So we're going to do 2 of those. So we want our curved brick. There's our curved brick. We want a brown plate, or reddish brown plate, like that. And then we want a tan plate, like that. And then these are going to sit just on the back 2 studs here, right next to the tail. So you want the curve going down to the front. So these are going to be his back paws. Actually, you want the curve on the back. Sorry. You want the curve on the back and the plates at the front. There we go, like that. And then again, just like we did with the front paws, we're going to do 2 1x1 dark bluish grey mini mountains in front. And it's going to be kind of sitting. So there we go, like that. Next, we're going to do the tail. So the tail is this 1x2 white plate with a clip on the end, and then we want a curved brick. Now, I'm not quite sure why we use the tile, but we got a 1x2 curved brick. I'm going to pop that on the end of the plate there, and then we got this 1 stud here. And for the model, they put a 1x1 reddish brown plate instead of a tile. Now a tile would have been really good. 1x1 reddish brown tile would have been nice, just to finish that off. We're going to pop that into the middle bar on the back end there, like so, and that's his tail. See that? Now we're going to build up the back part of the legs and the body. And we want these slippers. We've got the 1x2 slipper plates. I call them slipper plates because they kind of look like little slippers. It's got the mini mounting on the front there. It's molded, and then you've got a stud. You want the mini mounting going off the edge across the back legs there like that, and then another one on the other side. Now we've got this 4 stud area here. We're going to put a 2x2 tan plate like so, and then just here we've got this is a little bit off level, so we're going to put a 1x2 reddish brown plate on the back end like so. Now we've brought this nice and level, and that's 4x2 studded area, or 8 studs as you can see. And the first thing we're going to do is put the brick on there. So we got a back, this is going to be his back, and it's a white 2x2 slope brick. You want the slope going off down towards the tail like so. And then we're going to build this up with a 1x2 reddish brown brick in the middle, and then on the front here we're going to use the same brick as we used for the tail. So we've got the brick special there with the 3 bars. This is where your barrel's going to hang, so we're going to pop that on there like that. Now we're going to build the barrel. So the barrel is a 1x1 plate with a clip. Period correct, these plates were with the C clip, the thick C clip, and we want a 1x1 circular plate. You put that on the underneath of the clip, and then one on the top, and that is kind of your barrel there. And we're going to clip that to the middle bar like that, and then the barrel hangs down like so. Very cool. Now we want to build the head, and we're going to put a 2x3 reddish brown plate on top, and then we're going to bring it up with tan. So we want a tan 1x2 mini mounting that's going to go on the back end just to continue this slope, and then we want a 2x2 tan plate on top. Now we want the head. So the head is going to be this plate special here with the studs on the front, 2 studs at on the top there, and then it's got step down feature and then studs on the back there as well. This is period correct. It has the full filled tube, whereas the older version has the newer version has the half moon. I'm going to call it a half moon. This is a full moon. It's a half moon. Go pop that on the front. So that's where his eyes are going to... well, actually, this is where his nose is going to go. So we'll put his nose in, and that's a jumper plate, 1x2 white jumper plate. Period correct. It's a stud holder, inside stud holder. It's just going to go straight across those like so. And then we're going to put his nose on, which is a black 1x1 circular stud. Pop that onto the jumper plate there. There's his nose. How does he smell? Awful. Then we're going to put the eyes on. So that the eyes are next. We're going to put the back of head on first, which is a 1x2 reddish brown brick. So we're building up the back of the head there. Now we put the eyes in, and that's these lantern bricks, the reddish brown lantern bricks there. So we've got 2 of those, and you want the studs on the front to face forward. You could probably have them facing outwards. But for the model, it is forwards. So put them forwards. There we go. And then we want some eyeballs. I'm going to put them in randomly. See what kind of look we get. As almost like he's drunk too much of the barrel contents. Alright, we're going to put the ears on next. So the ears, we got a plate special here with a little bar on each side, 2 studs in the middle, It's just going to go straight across there, and it is going to clip onto these bars here. We're going to finish the top of the head off. The top of the head, we're going to have 2 1x2 plates, reddish brown, just to go on the cross top there like that. And we've got an earless dog, so we need some ears. Very simple. We've got 1x2 curved brick and plate. Pop that plate underneath there with the clip. Plate with the clip. There we go. There's his ears, and then we're just going to pop those on like that, and then just droop his ears down because he has big droopy ears. And there is this really cool, cute looking St. Bernard dog. It's actually very, very well done. I really like this. It's very super cute. Not quite sure about those eyes though he has definitely drunk some of that contents. Stick his ears up, look. Oh, he's heard something. He's going flying. Super cool. Cute little build there. Love that. That is really, really cool. Something you would expect from a monthly mini model build is a bit like a statuette kind of model, with a little bit of posability. And no turning head, no turntable. That might have worked. I think that would have worked actually quite well. But there you go. Isn't it cute? I love the color design as well. You know, the whole patchy thing. I think they were a little bit less patchy than that, but it really does look good. Love it. Put his tail down. Because he's sitting, isn't he? Tail don't usually go up when they sit. The barrel is a little bit odd because of what they were using. Maybe another one of those circular plates might have worked. I don't know. But you get the idea of what it is though. Super cool. Folks, if you enjoyed the video, you want to see some more content like this, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share amongst your friends, family, and anybody else who you think would be interested in this kind of content. Also, put your notifications on to all so you don't miss us in the next one. I'm Sean from BRIT'N. Peace.